Welcome back to Vandana's science class on crop production and management, the 8th science NCERT first chapter. What do we understand by crop? Plants of the same kind, grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, is called crop. Children, you are seeing pics of maize crop, isn't it? So you do have rice crops, wheat crops, maize crops, etc., which are grown in the field areas. The different types of crops based on the way we use them are as follows. Cereal crops, the staple food which we eat, either rice, wheat, maize, etc. Pulse crops, dal हम जो खाते हैं, so those are pulses, grams, peas, beans, etc. Vegetables, onion, potato, cabbage, etc. Fruit crops, apple, orange, banana, etc. Fiber crops, cotton, jute. ऑयल सीड, घर में हम तेल यूज़ करते हैं, तो वो क्रॉप है सनफ्लावर, मस्टर्ड, ग्राउंडनट, एट्सेट्रा. Based on the season or the time when the crops are grown, we have two types of crop plants, Kharif and Rabi. Kharif crops are grown in the rainy season from June to September. Examples are paddy, maize, groundnut, cotton, soya bean, etc. Rabi crops are cultivated in the winter from October to March. Examples are wheat, grams, peas, mustard, etc. Have a look at the pictures also, children. The various types of agricultural practices. In India, even today, majority of the population stay in the villages whose major occupation is agriculture. So agriculture involves these steps, children: preparation of soil, sowing of seeds, adding manure and fertilizer, irrigation, protection from weeds, harvesting and storage. Preparation of soil or loosening of the soil is the first thing that a farmer does in the field area. Previously they used to do with the plow, and nowadays, to level the soil and loosen the soil, there are machines. And the pictures here show tractors, children. Just have a look. And preparation of soil or loosening of the soil is done to level the soil and have proper aeration, so that when plants grow, the roots of the plants get enough of oxygen. Once the loosening is done, the next step is sowing of seeds. Farmers select good quality and good variety of seeds. Nowadays, seeds are supplied to them by the government. Previously, they used to do this seed sowing with the help of bullocks, as shown in the picture. Nowadays, there are seed drills, and the seed drills can be fitted to a tractor, and seeds can be sown uniformly so that there is some distance between seeds. After this, the next step is adding manure and fertilizer. Fertilizer and manure both are meant to increase the soil fertility. That means to improve the macronutrients or micronutrients of the soil so that plants grow well. Then what is the difference between manure and fertilizer? Manure is natural. It is cheap. Any organic waste can be collected, and using microbes or using earthworms, this can be made in a selected area or even in the field also. So manure is going to increase the water holding capacity of the soil. It makes the soil more porous, helps in exchange of gases, helps in the growth of useful microbes, improves the soil texture, and so on. And the most important part is it doesn't cause any soil pollution. Then why do we need fertilizer? Fertilizers are inorganic salts. They are man-made. They are manufactured in the factories, so they will be costly a little bit. Okay, but the advantage of a fertilizer is, you know what you are adding. The chemical formula is known. Suppose you use urea. then you know that you have added nitrogen, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, etc. to the soil. When we add manure, we cannot write a chemical formula for the manure, so we do not know what all we have added. So, manure is non-specific while a fertilizer is very specific. But fertilizers do cause what is called soil pollution. So, fertilizers have to be used in a judicious way or in a planned way or a systematic way so that the soil is not polluted. The next step is irrigation. Irrigation is not just adding water to some of the crop plants. The field area is quite large. So, traditionally they used to use moat, chain pump, Dekli, all these to irrigate the plants. But these traditional methods have their own demerits. Water may not reach all the plants, all the corners of the field area, and so on. So, today we have modern methods like drip method and sprinkler system, wherein even if the available water is less, still the water can be given to the corner of the field area. Some unwanted plants may also grow along with the crop plants in the field area, and these compete with the crop plants for the nutrients. So, these unwanted plants are called weeds, and the process of removing weeds is called weeding, and some chemicals which are used to remove weeds are called weedicides. Example is 2,4-D. Also, mechanically they can be removed by pulling out. At the end of the Kharif for the Rabi season, the harvest is ready. Harvesting is the cutting and removing of the crop from the field after maturity. Suppose we want seeds, then the seeds are removed. We want the fruits, fruits are removed. We want the leaves, leaves are removed, and so on. So that is what is actually harvesting. Nowadays, harvesting is done by machines called harvesters. Previously, it was mechanically done using a sickle. After harvesting, the grains are separated from the chaff, which is called threshing. And nowadays we have machines called threshers. In olden days it was mechanically done by people. And after threshing, the husk can be removed by winnowing. And today we have the machine for winnowing also. Previously, threshing, winnowing, harvesting, all these were done by people mechanically. The harvest should be stored, and storage is important because the storage places have to be clean and free from rats, mice, etc. So you see in the pictures, children, the harvest is being stored in gunny bags, and nowadays we have got silos and granaries where large scale storage is done, and the storage is protected from pests. Apart from agriculture, animal husbandry is one more occupation for majority of Indian population. The rearing of animals on a large scale for some use is called animal husbandry. So we get milk, meat, eggs, honey, etc. from animals like cow, buffalo, sheep, goat, chicken, all these, isn't it? So all this is animal husbandry. Meet you children in the next class. Until then, bye bye.